Flawless victory.
Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night, my friends, and I'm back. And in lieu of doing coding tonight, because I won't have a stream tomorrow, so starting some coding and then not being able to follow up on it seems it won't. It doesn't seem like it'll be very fruitful. And I still need to do some stuff that I feel like I need time to look at off camera. But I thought in lieu of doing all that, we could pop on back into some more Mars Horizon. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. You're all, everyone's got a good weekend coming up. Maybe you got plans and other things. That would be cool. I'm going to turn the music off. And just we'll just, because the music in this game is good, but it's also, you know, might as well provide some of my own for now, or provide some OC remix. I think we'll be fine here. But yeah, welcome on everybody. All right. So when we last left off, we were in the process of researching Hubble. We have almost 20% Mars readiness now. We got a bunch of money, which is nice. Still got ways to go to the next tier of funding, though. And what are we doing with our missions? So we got one mission slot available. We got Crude Observatory going. 4 months until launch on that. Excuse me. We got the Jupiter flyby. We should get first place on for 14 months from now. We've got an EVA repair exercise queued up here. We're still doing some stuff towards the space station. And I guess the question is, do we take another one of these things? What do we got here? Earth topography, solar observatory, spacewalk maneuvering units. What's the next thing? Monitor Space Station 2. Just still have to research that. We need to get second or above in 2 more milestone missions to get some money. 4 million buckaroos. We got Space Telescope being researched. That's the Hubble stuff. Our X-ray telescope is up there. I would like to get Modular Space Station 2 going as well. Which will take what? I mean, that's the next. I mean, it's that and Unity, I guess, right? So we'll need both of those. Unity is 1,000 kilograms. So let me see. Space Station 2. So Unity. Oops, that's not what I want. Mission vehicle parts. Space shuttle. Space shuttle can take 30,000 kilograms into orbit. Which Unity was what? 1,000. So I think we've got what we need for that. I believe. Neptune and Uranus flybys would be good, but they take. I mean, what are they gonna? Oops, no. What are they gonna? They're gonna take many months to finish though. Right. So Uranus would be 3 phases over 109 months. Neptune would be 145 months. Pluto would be 157. I mean, it would still be nice to do them. Saturn flyby, we finished first. ESA is doing it right now. Saturn orbiter. We need Galileo for that. Jupiter, we got going. Jupiter orbiter. So Galileo. I mean, I think it makes sense to do those before the other things. So what do we have? So I'm just going to have that mission slot available for now, I guess. Unless I just slap something together real fast like the Earth topography or something. Solar observatory. We don't have any joint missions though, do we? What do I say to that? Guess we'll leave that. We'll leave that slot open for a moment here. See if anything else shows up. Okay. Moon Science Station. Will Mars reignite rivalry? News programs are debating whether the race to Mars will see a renewal of the rivalry between NASA and Soviet Union, and most importantly, who will win. Your agency has been approached for comments. Yeah, playoff rivalry. Who cares? 300 support. I can use it. Okay. So we have that. Anything else new has no new request missions? No, okay. Gemini complete. A repair exercise. Alright, reuse design. The cheapest one we can do. Works. Make it real cheap. Okay, so that's good. That'll launch. We got a crude observatory launching next month. So do that. All right. Launch mission. In the rain. Wow, that was a decent drop down there. Alright, but we were fine. And yeah, we'll auto resolve. There we go. Station deployment and a 50% bonus. Excellent. Alright, good stuff. Alright, and we have two astronauts up there. Soviet Union completed modular space station in seconds. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, we need an infusion of science here because Hubble is taking quite a lot of research to do. How are we doing with the base here? Do I have everything down? I think I do. Okay. Alright, that's fine. New request mission available on Earth. Radio. I could like knock two of those out, both of these out, and just like get the big science boost over it, but it's only like 6 months. The science boost. That's only 3 months. I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, the boost will be good because it'll get us past Hubble faster, I think. So let's do that. I mean, it's going to take a few months to build. But, you know what, let's just get them done. There you go. First human in space anniversary. There's been a wide-scale coverage of the 20th anniversary of Brooklyn Hill becoming the first human in space. Felt like a rhino was sitting on my chest. Brooklyn Hill commented, describing the launch, but it was worth it for the view. 250 support. Alright. Design vehicle. Use. There we go. Yeah, we can get like a cheapo one out here for these. And then same thing here. There we go. So the Union is launching Jupiter flyby in 12 months. Really? What's my Jupiter flyby is already ahead of them. Okay, so it's fine right now. Okay. So we have, what, 889 science coming in next month. Just got a bunch to go here. Both of these are going to be 4 months. So I guess that science will still be good, but it's, yeah. I think Hubble will be done by then. But let's see what we got. Skylab damaged. An impact from orbital debris has caused a severe electrical issue on the space station Skylab. The crew estimate the loss of power will result in a reduction of 8 months of science from the mission. However, Brooklyn Hill has volunteered to perform a spacewalk to repair the damage on the station's exterior. The mission team believes this has good chance of restoring power, but warn it'll be high-risk EVA due to the live electricity running through the systems. As such, there is a chance they'll be injured in the attempt. Prove it. We'll conduct the EVA attempt to repair damaged systems. Mission Control will work with engineers to prep the crew on repair and report back as soon as the results on it. Hubble research complete. There we go. Alright. Sign. Train, what do we got? 71% payload reliability. Let's see if we can get that payload reliability up. At least a little bit. And what else do we have here? Alright, fine. That's fine. Research. Okay, so we got the Hubble research done. Earth orbit. Let's get the... Let's get Modular Space Station 2 and Unity started, I guess. How much is this? 8,000. 8,800. That is quite a spice there. Science from these is there's a good science reward here, but it's you're not going to get that for like 150 months or so. That's the real problem right there. Although same thing with like the Grand Tour here. And actually these, I don't think, can you do those? Wondering. Buildings, should I do something here like a contractor's office? Contractor positive effects. We have money. So maybe we do this and get that going, or we do the neutral buoyancy lab. Yeah, because since we have money right now, maybe we take a moment to get some of this going. Space network. Control. Pull by 4. Yeah, let's get the neutral buoyancy lab going right now. Hopefully. And EVA repair is successful. It was worth the risk just for the view. Okay. Observatory. EVA repair exercise. Get that going. Nice. 96%. Alright. And yeah, auto resolve it. There you go. Alright, good stuff. Continue. They gotta recoup for a couple months. Alright, Solar Observatory, uncrewed. What do we need? What was the we need to get the payload reliability up on this guy. Let's go to February. Go to April. Do that. I think. And then Earth topography. What did I need for this? Payload again on that one, seems like. And 3% there. All right, good stuff. So we got our funding reviews up in 2 months. So let's see what we got going on. Budget review. Almost to tier 15. Almost. Alright, Earth topography. Launch the mission. Good stuff. And yeah. 2% chance of failing. Alright. It's good. We got our rewards for that. And so we got a bunch of science coming in. That'll be enough to get our neutral buoyancy lab going. Then we got the next phase of the Jupiter flyby coming up. There we go. So neutral buoyancy lab, let's go build that right now. Do anything there. Does this give us any... Oh, get boosts there. Launch reliability. Payload and launch reliability. Reward for missions. Yeah, let's put it right there. That seems good to me. Research. So we'll have that. So we got 1548 coming in. I could unlock these in order to get Galileo going and the Grand Tour going. Kind of want to get the space station now. Let's do the space station. See if my gamble pays off there. Request mission available on the moon. Yeah, moon is not very much science going on there. Endurance tests. 375 over 9 months. Man. Could do this one just for the science. I don't know. Oh, I have 2 mission slots available. Yeah, let's do one of these. For the science here. There we go. Get the science kind of rolling in. Alright. Jupiter flyby. Next phase is ready. Oof. 11% chance of failure. Let's take this mission on ourselves. It's been a while. It's been a while since we have. Alright, we gotta collect 6 signals, 6 data, and 6 nav. We've got radiation. Can cause serious software and hardware malfunctions. Keep radiation as low as possible to prevent loss of payload reliability. Damage only persists for the current tasks. 2 radiation will be generated at the start of the next turn. Each radiation causes a negative 5% payload reliability at the end of the turn. Okay, so radiation's a problem, but it's not debilitating. We got 5 turns, so even at 2 per turn, it will only really affect us. Well, actually, I think that's already negative 10%, right? Okay, so it is going to affect us every turn, but all right, that's fine. So what do I want to do? I don't know if I care about the bonus reward. I mean, I do care, but I also, at the same time, don't. So we can do... So the only way I can get signal is to put a bunch of power into it. We're already at 56% payload reliability anyway. Yeah, with our payload reliability being so low, I think just going for the objective is the better thing here. So we're probably going to have to pump a bunch of power in and recharge a lot. So let's do this, that. All right. Yeah, our reliability sucks. Okay. So use a lot more power, which is what I figured. So what do I want to do is, let's see. And do this, do that. Like it's 2 of those done. And then then we gotta recharge, I think. Because they may get done, they may not get done. There we go. Okay. We're almost there. So what I need is basically just recharge, do that, and recharge again. Alright. Yeah, there's no way we're getting to the bonus, so let's just complete that. There we go. And we did it in first. Alright. 911 science for 5 months we get for that one. So that is fantastic. That also means that we only need 1 more milestone mission that we get 2nd or above in. And Space Telescope. Oh, that's right. Space Telescope is ready. I should have been planning that already. Okay. Payload. Build it. It takes 7 months to build the Hubble. Alright. And we have another mission slot available. Modular, you know what? I'll leave that because the Modular Space Station 2, we got a bunch of science coming in. So this ought to get done hopefully relatively quickly. And I want to save that slot to launch it as quickly as I can. Your engineers identified a way to optimize a key component of Hubble payload. Your upcoming telescope mission, they estimate to increase to 10%, which is currently 81%, through the work will require additional funding. Or though the work will require additional funding. Yeah, fine. We got the money. Alright, endurance test payload complete. Launch the solar observatory. Oh. Alright, excellent. Alright, good. Mission complete, and a 50% bonus on it. But even more science coming in. That works. Alright, endurance test. Select a vehicle. We'll use design. Stargazer. Yeah, do the Stargazer, yeah. Let's load that up. And an upgrade on there. Not worth it. Not worth it. Just confirm. Do it. Do it. I say. What else do we have? So those are about the same that we've seen. The moon, I guess, is about the same that we've seen. Yeah. Pretty much. Anything else over here? Not much to do with Mercury, huh? Okay. Very good. Let's do one more month here. Jupiter rings discovered. Your Jupiter flyby mission has discovered a system of rings around Jupiter. The reddish rings are made up of dust thought to be ejected from orbiting moons as a result of high velocity impacts. 750 science we got. Yeah, that gets us even closer to our modular space station. That's good. Everybody's returned to active duty, it looks like. Request mission on Earth. A little radio. Yeah, they're not even. I mean, the spacewalk maneuver unit we've already done once. I mean, we could do it again for another 2% Mars readiness and an extra boost of science, I guess, because we have 2 mission slots. You know, might as well. Might as well. Just do it. It takes 3 months to do the payload anyway, so we have another slot available for the next space station thing, so do that. Skylab crew return. NASA astronauts have safely landed on Earth after spending 12 months aboard the space station Skylab. NEA has focused its attention on Brooklyn Hill, whose EVA heroics in repairing damage to the station made them a household name overnight. It's a job, the astronaut explained simply in a qualified interview. Any one of us up there would have done it. I'm just the lucky one who got to enjoy the view and the fan mail. 300 supports. Modular Space Station 2 research complete. Let us get that. Oh, that's right. We still need to research Unity, right? Okay, so we're not there yet, but we got a bunch of science here. Oh, yeah, like 8,800 for that. We've got 2,600 science, plus we're going to get another 2,479. So we'll be more than halfway done next month on that. That works out really well. Works out really well when you time it onto like an infusion of incoming research. China's launching Jupiter flyby in 17 months. That's one we have already done, right? Because I always lose track of it. Yeah, we're already done that. Okay, so they're all just kind of catching up with that so far, which is good. Have them behind us by a bunch. All right, next month. Endurance test. Wow, launch reliability is down to 40%. Jeez Louise. Alright, endurance test. We gotta get that launch reliability up. Most definitely. Which, holy crap, we can't launch it until May? Jeez Louise. And that, even that's like suboptimal? Really? This is 70% in August? Jeez, that's a terrible launch window. It's like 40% now, and this is going to give us 30, but then it's only going to get us up to 50. Oh, okay, let's do it in August, I guess. Spacewalk maneuvering. This one, the Condor. Soviet Union failed to launch Jupiter flyby. Wow. They failed on the pad. Okay. Still have one mission slot available. Did I? Okay, I'm waiting for this to get done. Oh, come on. You're nickel and diming me now. Alright. Natural Buoyancy Lab is complete. Tier 2 astronaut traits we've got now. Unity Research complete. Space Telescope, the Hubble is done. Now we just gotta get up there. That works. Do it on that one. Design. 11 months to build the vehicle, but it's a living. So tier 1, tier 2. So we have a few tier 2s here. Minus 50% higher cost and salary for this astronaut. That's the only thing I get from the tier 2? I mean, 6K is fine, I guess. But that's well, it's 60K higher. Reliability. Alright, well, as we need them, we'll get them. Alright, so we got that done. Let's get we'll get Neptune flyby next there, I think. Reliability. Launch platform. I mean, all that would be good. Having a contractor's office would also be good. But yeah, this is. Let's get some other things rolling here first. So get the Neptune flyby research going. And I don't know what else here. Let's see. Let's see what else. I guess that's it for that. Let's go next event. All right. Should be in tier 15 now. We are. 683k per month. Sweet. New request mission available on Venus and one on Earth. Okay. Do I have a mission slot? Do I want to do anything with that though? Oh, I haven't even planned this yet. What's going on with me? Payload. How did I forget to plan that? I just forgot to plan it. All there is to it. Alright, spacewalk maneuvering units. Pamela Ada will increase vehicle mission training bonus by 100%. Okay. And sign. Confirm. Training. Vehicle mission training bonus. 1%. I guess I don't really need it for that then. Science reward would be nice to train up. 5% more. Yeah, sure, do that. And okay, everything else is good then. Alright. Spacewalk maneuvering units. And it's raining. Cool. 2%. There we go. And we got a 50% bonus reward on it. Alright. I like it. Give me all that extra stuff. Cool. That'll give me some bonus science here for a little bit. Get us to our Neptune flyby earlier, hopefully. Complete. Mission slot available. Do I do anything with it or do I hold on to it? Ooh, inflatable habitat, we get a bunch of money for this. So let's just do the thing that gives us a bunch of money because we can't like pass that up. Money helps us do all the things here. I did build all the stuff that I have, right? Yes. Yes, I did. All right. Neptune flyby research complete. All right, so what do we need? Let's go planet. Wow, Japan has the science for it too already. Okay. Looks to me like we would have. Do I have? Got boosters. Centaur D. So what does is the payload way for this one? I don't have a mission slot to see, but I think I will get something there. Phobos photography, advanced shock absorption, plus 5% payload reliability. That would be good too, but I don't have any mission slots available. You know what? Let's unlock the next mission control slot here. I know it's 10,000, but let's just let's get all the mission slots we can get right now, because we're going to have a lot of long duration missions coming up here. Alright, design vehicle. Albatross, Antelope. The Condor is the cheapest. There we go, and alright. Next month it is Modular Space Station. Endurance test. Cool. Yeah, 1%. There we go. And we got 50% reward for it. Good. That is on its way. Modular Space Station needs a vehicle. Albatross? Sure. Load that up. There we go. That's going to be complete in 1 month. Really? I didn't even notice that. Wait. Is it really going to be complete in 1 month? No, it's complete in 11 months. Oh, there's another there's another one called another Albatross going in next month. Okay. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, there it is, up the top there. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's super fast. All right. Speaking of space telescope. All right, what do we got? 85% launch reliability, 1% payload reliability. Let's train up the science reward. We'll go on an optimal launch of November here, which puts us first. So, yep, go for it. Is that everything here? That's everything. Soviet Union is launching Mars lander in 15 months. Wait, did I do a Mars lander yet? I don't think I did. Did I? No, I did. Okay. Like, wait, what? How did I forget Mars? How did I forget the point of the game? I didn't, thankfully. Serious flaw discovered. Your engineers discovered a major design flaw in the Albatross, the launch vehicle, in your upcoming Modular Space Station 2 mission. They estimate 20% reduction from its current launch reliability. Correcting the flaw will cost 300. Yeah, correct it. Okay. Jesus. Definitely correct it. Endurance test is ready for its next phase. Space telescope is ready to launch. We're launching the Hubble on a rainy ass day. Holy crap. The next launch window is not next month though, right? See, this is what I hate. I wish I could, instead of committing to rescheduling the launch, I wish I could see the calendar so that I could tell if it's worth it or not. And I don't think there's a way to do that. So we're going to say screw it and go. And hope for the best. And we got it. Alright. 2% chance of failure. Go for it. There we go. There's the Hubble. Stellar work. Launch a space telescope into orbit. 29% of people have done it. And we did it first. Alright. And we got the 50% bonus rewards. That's hilarious and awesome. So 89 science over 120 months. Okay. That also, Soviet Union failed Jupiter flyby again. They failed it again. Wow. So that's good. That all helps. What I'm thinking about though, what was I? There was something. What's this? Auto resolve this. All right. That's done. Cool. Mission's complete. What was I? There was something. What is this? Okay. Oh, that's right. The challenge. What was the? What did I get for? The challenge. Oh, was it just? It was just money, right? It was 4 million, I think, for the challenge. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Complete modular space station 3. 25% less building research cost for 6 months. Okay. Let's get the Neptune flyby started here. This ain't cheap. We're using Voyager for it. It's going to take a while. What else we got? Venusian weather report. A lot of science over 14 months. Yeah, I like that idea. I think the science is what we really want to keep hammering on here. So... But wait, before I do that, let me make sure I don't need a... I have one mission slot there. Modular Space Station 2 has already taken up a slot. 2 flyby. Is there anything else? Oh, both of these give me some money. And they're like... This one gives me money and it's like right here. Do I go for the money? Because we're going to get 4.5 mil off of this one. And science is definitely something we can keep, that will pay off in the end. Let's do the Venusian weather report. There we go. Get the science for it, plus we'll get 2% Mars readiness out of that. New type of black hole discovered. Your space telescope launched in the X-ray telescope mission has discovered, or the Chandra X-ray telescope, has discovered a new type of black hole in the M82 galaxy. Scientists believe it to be the missing link between stellar-sized and supermassive black holes. We get 600 science. Okay. Sounds good to me. Okay. Yeah, Modular Space Station 3 is going to be... What is that? What does that actually take? That's 8,800 plus the payload, which is 9,600. That's a bit. It's quite a bit. Crewed rover. Mars crewed rover. Philae landing. This is oh. Launch the Rosetta and Philae payloads to land on Comet 67P, Chermyov Gerasimenko, and achieve new scientific discoveries to help better understand our universe. Okay. Interesting. Error completion. Oh, the error completion reward for this is Pluto flyby. I see. If I get all the other ones here. Which I would, like, eventually want to do. I think... The Grand Tour takes 13,200 science to do. Which is... an insane amount. But I need Galileo in order to start doing some of the Mars prep here. I mean, the crewed rover is definitely a thing, but I don't think you can do that, right? Engine and habitat. Oh, you can. Crewed rover. I don't... But you would need a... I feel like we would need a habitat before we did that, though. Right? So... Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to look here. Mars exploration. They're most advanced rover to explore Mars for evidence of past habitability. Okay. Robotic rover. So that's Curiosity and Perseverance. Ground hab is after doing the Modular Space Station. Yeah, I feel like doing those relatively in order is the right way to go. Now, here's my thing. I have the research for the space shuttle done. I don't think I've built the space shuttle yet. The question, though, I have is, does the game properly allow me to reuse the shuttle? Like, once I've paid for it, I don't have to pay for it again, or do I have to keep constantly paying for it? I mean, I imagine you still have to pay for, like, it wasn't completely reusable, right? So you had to pay for some parts of it, but I'm wondering how they've got that planned out, or if they do in here. Well, I need to do this anyway in order to do Deep Space Network and all that. We'll need the centrifuge training there too, so this is all good stuff. And then the proposal allows proposal of joint missions with other agencies, the conference center. Even the contractor's office would be good. I mean, both of those work out. You only need 3 of them. Space Science Library. 10 of 12. Yeah, I don't have. I would need the Visitor Center and the Hall of Fame. But I feel like those I can like circle back to later. Yeah, I think definitely Space Station 3 is the next thing to do. Or or at least get, well, Galileo. So this gets all of our Mars preps started. So we have 2 out of 3 right now. So if I were to do, so this is 68. So this is 13,200. This is 68. That's 88. That's 15,000. 76. So it is actually cheaper to just do the Grand Tour one, which is 13,200, than it is to do both of these. So I could do the Grand Tour mission research once I have an infusion of science. But it would behoove me to do like Modular Space Station 3 first, because it's like 4,000 science over 20 months. I think, yeah, that seems like a thing there. What do we got going on here? We're gonna get 1 month. This is 4 months. It's hard for me to tell what I'm gonna get in terms of science here. Like, it's saying my science income is going to drop down to 420 again. 5 months remaining. That one, 240 science from buildings. The space telescope is still going. The X-ray telescope is still going. Yes, we're going to drop down next month to 420. 420, which is still got a long way to go to get to the mission control expansion. But we do have these other things going. Let's see what we've got going on here. Budget review. All right, not to the next tier yet. Inflatable habitat vehicle complete. We got 76 and 87%. So it's payload reliability, and we'll go in April. Confirm. And then anything else here? Is that everything? That's everything there. Good. Venetian weather report. Payload complete. Do the cheaper one. Confirm. Excellent. ESA failed Saturn flyby. Oh, they were doing a Saturn flyby, which I'm pretty sure I have not done. Right? Or no, I did do that. Never mind. What happened? I didn't do. Did I do the Jupiter flyby? I did do the Jupiter flyby. Jupiter orbiter. Saturn orbiter. Nobody has that yet. Uranus. Neptune I have planned. Pluto I don't have yet because that's a bonus for doing all the other stuff. Engine and habitat. Mars requirement, engine and habitat. So you can't really do engine. That's weird that they have that as the first one there, because you can't. You'd be more likely to do ground hab or crewed rover first. So the ground hab. Mars engine and hab module. Oh, right. Okay. But the ground hab give you 25% Mars prep. That requires the SLS. So we'll need to start actually getting some more vehicle research done sooner or later here. If we want to start doing Mars stuff. Okay. All right. We get 25% building research costs less for 6 months once we do the Space Station 3 as well. Which would be nice, I guess, for getting the conference center and the contractor's office, probably. I mean, minus 10% vehicle build cost is not anything to sneeze at either, but yeah. All right. Next event. There we go. Mission control expansion research complete. Neptune flyby payload complete. We have Voyager. Naval habitat. Ready to launch. Good stuff. And let's do auto resolve. Excellent. 50% bonus. Wow. Good infusion of cash. I like it. I like it. Okay. So research, get back to missions here. Let's get the Grand Tour started. That's a lot of science that we need for that. Hey, well, welcome on in. How are you doing? What do we got here? Active missions. Neptune flyby. Select a vehicle. 1904. That works for me. Build said vehicle. That going, we got that go. That's planning. This is being researched. Diplomatic mission. Orbiting Solar Observatory launches satellite in Earth orbit. That's a diplomatic mission with the Soviets. I would rather let's get some money. Get an infusion of cash. We already have, actually we have a bunch of cash here. I wonder, broadcast. Ooh, that'll be good. Let's do that one. Get some science from that. Okay, kind of salty about stream, but we'll get over it. That's what it is. I thought your stream was fine. I didn't have any problems. I know that you know I know you're trying to have everything be legitimate, and you try not to like have the audience have the community go through like all that crap, with bots and stuff like that. But there's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? It's like it happens. It happens to everybody. You just kind of have to keep on keeping on. And I get it. You want this to be as you want to earn everything legitimately, and I think everybody does too. And it's just there's some external forces that you just can't really do anything about. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I think it was fine. I think everything was good. Keep on trucking. Yeah, basically. I mean, it's, it is what it is. I mean, the one good thing you've got going there is at least on Twitch there's some consistency from one stream to the next. YouTube is a real, as much as I like YouTube it can be a real mind fuck sometimes, right? Because like there'll be periods of time where your streams are just popping off, and you're getting lots of views and likes and all that stuff, and then suddenly a giant black hole opens up and there's like nothing. It's the driest of deserts, and it's just like it's one of those things where just kind of like I mean, for me it's easy for me to say because I'm not really, this is all just a hobby that I'm just kind of like only taking semi-seriously. But I know you want to get a good community out of it and all that stuff, and it's a lot harder when you're really trying hard to get something going. Me, I'm just kind of sailing along. As I've said before, the streaming and the video creation was before I did any of this, I gave myself permission to just be bad at it. Give myself permission to just fail hard at it. And it's actually, I'm actually glad that I did that, because it's like, I don't feel like I have to meet arbitrary numbers or metrics or anything like that, I can just kind of chill and do my thing, and it's either entertaining or it's not, mostly not, but it is what it is. But yeah, my day was okay. Just kind of quiet, getting a few odds and ends done, lots of questions, bugs, all that stuff. Crazy thing though, I took so I haven't, with all the snow still melting and whatnot, which it's now finally melted to the point where like my driveway is clear. I haven't been putting the trash out. I haven't been putting the trash down to the curb. I mean, I've been putting the trash in the trash can, which I don't have that much. But I haven't been putting the can down to the curb. So it's been kind of piling up the last 2 weeks or so. But it's in the can. The lid was down, all that stuff. And I went out today to put another bag in there, and there was all kinds of scratches and claw marks on the lid. In fact, there's like a chunk of plastic off the lid, just that whatever it was trying to get into the trash, it was like going hardcore at it. And I remember I don't know how long ago it was. It feels like it was earlier this week or something. I remember sitting here, and I think I even said on stream, I keep hearing a noise of some kind. I'm like, what is that noise I keep hearing? And it was so soft I couldn't tell what it was. And I wonder if that's what I was hearing, was something just trying to like get in the trash can and get at the trash. So that's a first. I haven't had anything try to get its way into the trash cans before. So I think that kind of tells you how brutal this winter's been, because whatever it was must have been so freaking hungry from just not being able to get into anything with all the ice and all the cold and everything. They were going after our trash can. I think it was looking for food, because I guess it got got the lid partially open, because it sort of was kind of tearing at the trash bags. So I think it probably smelled like, because I've been cooking this week, so it probably smelled some, grease or whatever that I've cleaned up, and it's probably trying to get at that, thinking there was food in there. So yeah, that was a thing. I keep an eye on that, because I don't know what that was. I imagine though, whatever it was, it got frustrated enough that it probably moved on. But it took a hell of a chunk out of the lid, man. I go out there and I'm like, what is this? Like it's got the plastic lid that flips over on top, and there's a bottom portion of it that kind of seals it, and then there's like a top portion that has the handle that you pull up on, and along the edge there, it was just like, it looked like something just took a bite out of it. It was all scratches, and then there was like a chunk missing. And it wasn't like, it's on the top of the lid, so it doesn't expose anything, because the lid is nice and thick there. But it was just enough that like the edge was all carved out. It looked like someone like was whittling it, like whittling a stick kind of thing. It was very interesting. So I trying to think of what it might be, but I can't for the life of me think of what. Like, the snow in the yard hasn't been disturbed at all. There's no tracks in it that I can see. So if it got there from the yard, which I think it probably did, then it must have been light enough that it didn't make any headway on the ice. But it also, like, I guess it could have been a cat or something, like a stray cat, like trying to get at it. Because I don't think we have much of anything that would, I mean, we have, we have possums, we have groundhogs, I suppose a raccoon could be trying to get into it, but I mean I have not seen a raccoon around here ever. So I don't even know what that could have been. The only thing I can think it was maybe a stray cat, because I have seen tracks in the past, like in the snow in my yard, that look like cats, like a cat tracks. But I always assumed it was the neighbor's cat or something. But maybe there's a stray. Maybe, I don't know. But apparently it really likes it's found a taste for Rubbermaid. Oh. Watch out when the animals start eating plastic. You gotta start metal reinforcing your doors and stuff. All right. So I have no, everything is kind of waiting for stuff here. Modular Space Station 2. There we go. Let's get 2 crew on there. Scientist and a celebrity. They want in, they will get in. It's probably a movie when animals eat plastic. Yeah, right? Exactly. What if the birds were actually woodpeckers? could get through your aluminum siding. It's fine. You know, I mentioned that, but we have had in the springtime. Every so often, I'll hear a woodpecker out there, and one of them, I swear, lands on my roof and tries to hammer into like the metal on the roof, because I've heard it a couple times where it was like, you know, you hear one like out on the like telephone pole or something, right? And then every so often it comes over and you hear ding 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 ding. It's like, is it trying to go through the aluminum siding? What the hell is it trying to do? Like, doesn't that hurt? Like, geez Louise. What do I need? I guess launch reliability would be a good idea. Let's do that. We'll be first, regardless of what we do here. So let them launch in November. So that's good. Game's pretty good. You know, just kind of moving along, trying to get all of our science done and get our asses to Mars here. We're at like 26% prep for it. But we're at the point of the game where everything is like, most of the next milestones are for the outer planets. And that means we've got, like, a lot of these take, like this takes 37 months. A lot of these take 77 months. Like, I've got one planned right now, I think, for Neptune. Yeah. So this is in the planning phase. This is 145 months to send something out there. So there's going to be a lot of like mission slots that are just taken up for forever and a day here. Subsurface penetrator. Oh my. It's lucrative. Do I have I don't have a mission slot for it. Oh my. What's that Robot Chicken clip you always show? This is not my first rodeo, Doc. Mount up. Oh, Bush League. Oh, it's too much. Oh, man. All right, so what do we got here? This is the Venusian weather report. Let's see if we can get some more science out of it. Wow, 40%. Okay, let's do it there. We get 50% more science. That's fine by me. And confirm. All right. All right, lunar broadcast, payload complete. Select vehicle, get the cheapest ass one we can do. Confirm. With that, that's going to take 11 months. All right, anything else going on here? All the other superpowers are really quiet. Speaking of that, I was looking at, I started to look at Terra Invicta, which is another huge strategy game. Like, really huge. Like, it's like Civ, kind of, only science fiction. So I started looking at that. It's got a lot of buttons, knobs, and switches. So I have a feeling it's going to be one of those where I may or may not. I may be able to stick with it, or I may just bounce right the hell off of it. But I think I was doing a little bit of tutorial, and I think I got kind of the gist of what was going on. So I might do that at some point, but I have too many things I gotta finish here, I think, before I do more of that stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. And there's more stuff coming out too. Like, I'm super far behind now on the Dragon Quest stuff, because Dragon Quest 7 Remastered is out. And sounds like it's been really good so far. And I still have to finish 2 and then 3 before I even do 7. I mean, I guess I could do 7 regardless of whether I had... I mean, I know what 2 and 3 entail, but I would like to finish 2 at least soon. But then again, I've got... Octopath Traveler's been pretty good. There's some things about it that I'm a little disappointed on, but it's been otherwise relatively good game. It's above average, certainly. RPG. Well worth the money. And, 1% chance of failure, go for it. There we go. Module deployment. Modular Space Station 2 we got done. And we got 50% bonus rewards on it, even. Nice. More science. I'll take it. All right, and they're up there for a year. Also, did that complete no, it was for 3, Modular Space Station 3, right? Yeah. 5% buildings research costs. I'm gonna wait to see what vehicles we'll need for that. We got a ways to go yet on that though. 707 science coming in. Oh, here, it does plan it out here. I was like, I I was pretty sure there was something on the... There was some graph that would tell me when something I'm researching is likely to be done. It's saying the earliest will be September 1986 from planned missions. Here's the active, and the latest is January 1987. Okay. Okay. Cool. Alright, well that's good to know. That helps a little bit. Let's go to the next event, I guess. Soviet Union failed to launch Mars lander, huh? Okay. If Soviet Union's failing to launch anything. Alright, we're still not quite to tier 16, where we get another infusion of money. Alright. 2% chance. There we go. And only 4% chance of failure. Let's go for it. Cool. That succeeded. There. Mars lander. They completed phase 1 of their Jupiter flyby. So they got something off the ground anyway. Okay. What else? Weather reports. We got that one coming up. I have a mission slot available. So earliest we can get this, the next research is September. We're in January now. 6,876. I mean, doing this gets us a lot of this stuff too, but I would like to get Modular Space Station 3 as the next one, which is 8,800. Research for that. How do I launch Grand Tour? Do I launch it from here? Oh, I do. Okay. So what's the suggested vehicles? See, the problem here is it suggests all these vehicles, which is great, but it doesn't tell me... It doesn't tell me... I assume the payload is going to be the Voyager probe, right? Which I've already launched the Voyager payload once before. So I'm assuming I don't need any more of these things, but I don't know. It's like, it's not telling me, it's not allowing me to see how heavy the payload's going to be, so I can't plan ahead for what vehicle I might need, if any. So let's see. Yeah. By the way, the ATS stuff, the American Truck Sim stuff. Have you, Moon, you've been doing an open convoy, right? Because I did fire up the game today, and I couldn't find you. So I don't know if it's like if I had to go somewhere specific for it. But, yeah. Because I looked for the company name. I don't know if that was the right thing to look for. But, or if I had to go through the truck books thing, I don't know if it's which way that goes. So the mission slot. Should I save a mission slot, or should I just do something that's quick and dirty? Oh, orbital way station. Oh, that gives us an emergency power. Oh yeah, we're doing this right now. We're doing that right now. That answered my question. Just click on, you own your own truck yet? Yeah, I do. I own my own truck. And trailer. Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't see it. I didn't see anything in the list. Like I looked through all the S's and stuff, and it's like there was nothing there. I tried searching for it, and there was nothing there. So I don't know. It was just, and maybe it's, maybe I have a different. Maybe I have to set a different region or something. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't see anything, so I'll walk through it and try to connect. Okay. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I mean, I was just connecting around. I was connecting late anyway, right? Because you guys start while I'm still doing work, but like I get off work at 5, which would be what 2 p.m. your time. So that's kind of when I was like looking at it. So I wouldn't be like the beginning of the stream, but I'd be like towards the end, at least probably do like one thing or not, something like that. Okay, what do we have here? 66% payload reliability. Let's see if we can get that. Let's see if we can get that up. This is, it will be first on that. All right. Oh, this is the Neptune flyby. Okay. Cool. Get that going. Yeah. No, it'd be. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, and I'll probably. I mean, I tend to take off when I take off days off of work. I tend to take Fridays off, so there'll probably be a day when I just take a Friday off and can be there for the whole thing, you know. I just haven't done anything yet because I gotta figure out, because I take a day for getting taxes done, which I can't get done until like the end of the month, because it takes the stock portfolio people extra time to get tax forms out to you and all that stuff. But yeah, I gotta get all that. Like, I'll have a day off for that, but that's not gonna be a Friday. That's gonna be like during the week, because my tax guy is. I think he's on like Wednesdays, and he's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that. But I will probably put another day in there somewhere. I just have to figure everything out. I haven't figured anything out for this month. The snow and everything kind of just threw me for a loop. I was like, well, I don't really want to go anywhere or do anything, so I'm just not going to bother planning anything either. Hey, Kane, welcome on in. How are you doing? Okay, so we have all of our mission stuff accounted for. I didn't build the I forgot to build the expansion. Oopsie. Should probably get that going. Is there anywhere that it will include that will give us a boost? Not really. Well, if I put it there, it won't give us a boost, but it will also give us a negative. Petition for joint missions. I can't put it here because we got water there, which is annoying. And that doesn't do anything for me. We can put it here. You put it like right there so it doesn't do a negative. Yeah, it's 1250. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put it there. I forgot to build that. I would have another mission slot. Oopsie. Oopsie. Alright, Vision Weather Report is ready for next mission phase. And Neptune Flyby is ready for launch. 8% launch reliability. Cool. 7% chance of failure. Go for it. There we go. Did it. Okay, so we'll definitely be first on that because no one else even had it researched, I don't think. And then the Venusian weather report, 4% chance of failure. Yep, we did it. Cool. So that's working for us. This is still scheduled for... Yeah, September this will be done in. Earliest and latest is September. Wait, we're in May, right? Yeah, okay. So that research will be done in September, regardless of what we do. Now at this point, I think here, what else we got? Mission slot available. Do I have that yet? Space Station 3 Grand Tours being researched. Gamma ray. Ooh, 9600 science for a gamma ray telescope. Solar observatory. No, you know what? Gamma ray telescope it is. Okay. Orbital way station payload complete. Lunar broadcast vehicle complete. Alright, crew. 3 crew we need. And let's get that payload reliability up. And we'll set them for October. An orbital way station. We need to build a vehicle. That's the cheapest one we can build. That's the only one we have saved, so I'll do that. Get that going. Was that everything there? That's everything. Okay. Cool. China completed Jupiter flyby in 2nd place. Alright. Control expansion is complete. Grand Tour research is complete. All good stuff. So what will the Grand Tour take me to do here? Let's plan that because we have a new mission slot now. So that'll be good. Or an additional mission slot. So yeah, it's the Voyager payload, which is what I figured, because that's... Okay. So 5 months for that. So we should be good with vehicles with that. Let's get Space Station 3 started. What's our... We have 158 months to do that challenge. Okay. Sounds good. Humanity's time capsule. Your PR office has proposed setting up a time capsule in the form of a golden record with your upcoming mission, the Grand Tour. The photograph record would convey information about humanity to any intelligent extraterrestrial life that they may discover it. The proposal would require the funding of a committee to decide the record's contents. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. All right. 1% launch reliability. Go. And now let's try to auto resolve it. Go. Awesome. All right. So we got the mission rewards for that. And our crew is recovering for the next 6 months. Sweet. That gives us a mission slot available. What do I want here? I wonder if... So Uranus flyby gives us decent science too. But again, it's like another 109 months. I don't necessarily want to do two long durations at the same time, because I don't know when I'm going to need. Because the next one, the Saturn orbiter, is like 77 months. It gets us 3%. Jupiter orbiter, I think, is probably the next one we should look at. Definitely want to do some Mars stuff too. So that's the point. What do we got for requests here? RCAS satellite gives us some money. What about Venus? Topographic radar mapping gives us advanced shock absorption. Bunch of science. Can't necessarily turn down science, but what's the next science I'm going to do, I guess, is the question. Well, we're doing modular space station, right? Which is, well, the payload. We need to do the payload. So when will this... This will be done in February, and then our science drops off a lot. Yeah, so it would be a good idea to do this just to get the infusion, or it'd be good to do something that gives me an infusion of science, I guess. Let's see, 2784, 36. Requests, no requests there. Yeah, I think this is the best we can do right now. So let's get this going. So it can take 3 months for the payload, and then a couple months, like probably 4 months for the rocket itself, probably. All right. Golden record offer. Your agency has been approached by representatives of a wealthy entrepreneur about the time capsule intended for your upcoming mission, Grand Tour. Their client wishes to be memorialized in the golden record via photographs and a personal statement, and will pay $1.5 million for the privilege. I feel like if I take the offer, I'll get a hit to support probably, because it'll look like we're letting people just get preferential stuff. We won't have any. Then again, maybe we'll get support. All right. Wealthy entrepreneur. Decline. No. that just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. All right. Next thing I want is Bezos putting some personal statement on there, or worse yet, Musk. It'll be probably like some kind of like racial epithet or something. Or something really, really stupid. Alright, let's go. Next. Budget review. That should get us to tier 16, right? Yeah. 735k per month we're making. A bunch of payloads completed. As always, do the cheapest. Months, 14 months. And we'll do a 15-month one. There we go. Alright, all that's going. So modular space station will be done probably next month here. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Modular Space Station 3 research complete. Station will not only provide our agency a substantial ongoing source of science, but will surely be recognized as a modern-day wonder. Grand Tour payload complete. Select a vehicle. Yeah, here we go. Antelope. That works. ESA completed phase 1 of Jupiter flyby. Okay. So I have Grand Tour planned already, right? Yeah. So that'll be good. So then we need the payload research for the space station. So get that started. How are we doing with science here? So right now it's saying earliest will be February 1988, unless I get some boost from science boost here, which I should get sooner rather than later. Per aspera ad astra. A committee of scientists, historians, musicians, and artists have chosen the contents of the time capsule to be included in your upcoming mission, the Grand Tour. The Golden Record will include content such as photographs, mathematical data, a wide variety of music, and spoken greetings from numerous languages. The record and its contents have been discussed widely in the media, resulting in extra publicity for the agency. You got 1,000 support. Hurrah and huzzah. Next month. Soviet Union Space Telescope proposal. Research team working for Soviet Union has formally requested dedicated observation time on your Hubble Space Telescope. Your advisors believe that accepting the offer will improve diplomatic relations. However, the science output from the mission Space Telescope will be reduced by 4 months. I hate taking the science hit, but you know what? Let's let them do it. Let's let them do it. All our astronauts returned active duty. That's good. They completed phase 2 of Mars lander. Right. I mean, they're still playing catch up there. So that's a thing. How are we doing? We're all tied up here for a bit. Soviet Union offered tech exchange and have suggested an exchange of booster technology in order to improve both agencies' launch vehicles. Your engineers have estimated the exchange would grant Antelope the vehicle for your Grand Tour mission at 20% launch reliability increase. It would also grant Soviet Union a science boost. It's currently 72%. Fine. Fine. I just saw something flash up here. China is launching Uranus flyby in 23 months, which I don't even have that planned yet, do I? Nope. So they're going to probably beat me to that. Unless they explode. But I beat everybody to Neptune, so... I mean, I could try and get something together. What's the... I mean, well, Space Station 2... Space Station 3 is very important. Because I get this milestone challenge, so maybe I'll just concede Uranus. Give them... Throw them a bone for a change. Orbital way station complete. Topographic radar mapping complete. Let's get launch reliability on this guy. Sure. Way. Orbital way station. 2 crew. Go. Training, payload reliability. Let's go there, because that payload reliability will get us 6% more. Yeah, that sounds good. Do that. Alright. Got those lined up. One after the other. Funding reviews in 6 months. How are we doing? We got a long way to go to the next tier, so we're not going to get another boost in money for a little while. Alright. Next month. %, launch reliability. Ooh, flawless ascent. Got plus 10% payload reliability. Oh yeah, 1%. Yeah, go for it. Alright, good. So that's on its way to Venus. And Soviet Union completed Jupiter flyby in 3rd. Way station. 99%. Alright. That's what I like to see. 2%. Station deployment complete and a 50% bonus, and we got 10,000. We got 10.8 million. And an emergency power system now. Awesome. Alright, I like it. Soviet Union completed Mars lander in 3rd. Alright, we're starting to catch up a little bit. Yeah, we're definitely starting to catch up. So we have a mission slot available now. So what shall I do? Oh, coronal mass. Wait, cosmic microwave background. Mission to map the cosmic microwave background, the residual radiation left over from the Big Bang. Studying the CMB will grant crucial insights into history and formation of the universe. 10,320 science over 10 years? I mean, that's a nice boost. And it's just to low Earth orbit, so I don't have to do much here. Let's get that going. Although the payload's going to take 8 months, but yeah, whatever. Oh, there's a new request mission on Mercury finally. Zvezda research is complete. Holographic radar mapping is ready to go. Let's auto resolve that. Go. Cool. Advanced shock absorption we got in 360 science, and we get right in time a mission slot back, which we can use to do Space Station 3. Potentially, we can start to plan it and see if I have all the stuff for it. Let's plan it. Payload. Holy crap, that payload is expansive. 8 months. Let me see here. So the payload is this. This will actually give me the International Space Station, which is fantastic. The payload itself. What was the? How heavy was the payload? 24,000 kilograms. So, do I have a rocket that can do that? I think so. I need an upper stage. Well, I've got the space shuttle. I mean, it might be a good idea just to build the space shuttle anyway. And that could take it. And then the Atlas 3 booster. $10,000. The thing is, I don't know if I have everything I need for the space shuttle. Like, I need boosters for it, right? 8 salt rocket boosters. Huh. Well, we'll see. We'll see where it ends up. I have a feeling I'm going to start researching some. If I have to switch to research over, then I have to switch it over. I think, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, let's do. $10,000, $8,000. Let's do this because this is only 2,400 science. All right. Yeah, let's just get that done, and that will give me another option potentially if I need it. Budget review. Yeah, we got a ways to go yet. Grand Tour vehicle complete. Let's get the payload reliability up if we can. And what's the payload? The payload will get up to 7.5%. Yeah, I can wait, hold off until June to launch it, because we'll still be first regardless. So let's do that. There we go. All right. Much else to do. China guest astronaut proposal. China have proposed sending one of their astronauts to your space station Skylab, where they would remain for several months before returning. China would be responsible for funding and operating the mission, and have stated it would strengthen ties between our two great agencies. Your station crew believe they can accommodate an additional astronaut, said they would welcome the extra supplies brought by the mission. Your advisors note, however, that China would certainly gain science from accessing the station. Accept and help fund. Let's accept 25. I guess I would have probably gotten like 50 reputation with China if I helped fund it, but screw that. I don't care. How is our diplomacy going anyway? Like, it wouldn't have done much. It would have probably knocked them into this range where I would have gotten some extra effects from it, but 5% funds, 5%, no effects, yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, next month. Alright, 2 times Delta. Research done. Gamma ray telescope vehicle is complete. So, payload reliability. Let's go for July on that. Cool. Chandra. Oh, that's the gamma ray telescope. That's nearing completion. Let's get. What do I want to get here? I think I want to get the ground hab, Mars prep. Start getting a boost on our Mars stuff because we got a lot of Mars things to do. Does this take 8800, 9600? What is this? 8800, 96. Okay, so that's basically the same. 8896. Yeah, all right. So let's do that. That started. All right. CMB mapping. Select the vehicle. Do that one. It's going to take 11 months to build that. Grand Tour, June 1988. Okay, 74% on our payload reliability. Cool. All right, let's try and auto-resolve it. There we go. Oh, 50% bonus. All right. 66 science for 20 months. Cool. Phase 1 of the Grand Tour is on its way. Alright. Gamma ray telescope next month. %. Telescope is deployed. Good. Very good. Alright, that should give us an infusion of science, right? Or not. What was the, or was that a money No, I didn't get any, like, additional money, did I? Huh. I don't know. Anyway, that does free up a slot for things here. Do I want to hold on to that thought for now? Or I want to launch something quick and dirty. Scientological studies. That gives us 3% experience and 3,600 science over 6 months. That's a hell of a thing. Alright, do it. I can't really pass that up because the faster we get through our science tree, the better off we are in general. Alright. So our space station payload is complete here. And we just need a vehicle to launch it. Let's see, I can launch it on the Albatross. I don't need to make... Out of curiosity. Design shuttle. Okay. You just build it. And we have upgrades we can put on it. Can we start a task once per mission? Increase propellant capacity. Contractors. Months. That's 5 months. Yes, Galactic. Go with them. And yeah, let's because I'm curious how the show. I know it's a lot. I mean, it's not actually that much more expensive than what we were going to do. So let me do this. And I'm curious to see if because you can obviously reuse the design of the shuttle, but I'm wondering if you can actually reuse the shuttle or if you have to pay again for it. Because I'm sure you have to pay some kind of thing for it, because the shuttle itself is reusable, but the tank and everything else was not. So I've built all the things here, right? That I have access to so far? It looks like it. Okay. Alright, I guess we go one more month here. Skylab crew return. A televised interview, crew member Salco Engel spoke of sharing the station with an astronaut from another agency. Things got a little cramped up there, but the extra conversation was welcome. 200 support we got. Okay. Do I have any? I don't have any spots ready. Okay. ESA completed Jupiter flyby in 4th. Soviet Union is launching X-ray telescope in 23 months. Yeah, they're doing well with that science I gave them. Anything else so far? Albatross will do that. That's 11 months. Funding review is next month. All right. Not enough to get to tier 17. It's all right. We'll make it do so far. Oh, let's go to the next event. There we go. Roger, Space Station 3, vehicle complete. Maximum mission training bonus increased by 100%. Ooh, okay. Minimum crew of 3. Celebrity, scientists, and a test pilot. We got payload reliability. Let's get our payload reliability up if we can. Launch dates. Let's try May. That'll give it a little bit more payload. Reliability 6% more. That's probably good. Yeah. Confirm mission setup. 2 months. They are launching. In the meantime, Albatross is launching this month. Mars Prep Ground Hab research complete. Sustaining human lives after they land on Mars is of the highest priority. A specialized ground habitat designed to shield astronauts against the radiation and extreme conditions of the surface will greatly improve safety and living standards. The mission will send the ground habitat to land on Mars ahead of the later crewed mission. Alright. This vehicle going. See if we can train up some more science on it. And yeah, we'll just get that going right away. Pretty much. Okay. Research. We have options here. Oh, you know what? I need this. In order to launch the habitat to Mars, we gotta do that. Get that going. Is there anything else? I feel the need to better here. Is there an orbiter? Their mission is in progress. 107 months till they make it, theoretically. And Japan has it researched but not done yet. I beat everybody to... Well, I've got 109 months left, but I'm going to beat everybody to Neptune. Nobody's got Pluto yet. Should I research Uranus flyby and just do it? Does it give me Mars prep? It gives me 2% Mars prep. I should, just in case China... Well, I can't research it right now, but I should do it just because China could fail at it. But we'll see. CMB mapping. Modular Space Station 3. 56%. Launch a mission using a reusable space plane. There we go. Rocket recycling. Cool. Two of 5. All right. Let's do an auto resolve here. And there we have it. The International Space Station is constructed. You guys better land correctly. You're all over the place there. There you go. You're a little wobbly there. Alright. Eighth Wonder. Complete a modular space station. And we got the challenge complete, so building research is 25% less. Awesome. And we got the 50% bonus reward on it. Cool. Alright. That's fantastic. 282 science for 20 months. Okay. And they're going to be up on a space station for a year. That also means that... Oh, we can actually see it too. That's hilarious. That also means that... finish first in 2 milestone missions. 50% building research costs for 6 months. Ooh. Where's that at? Here it is, International Space Station. Decommission date in 300 months, May 2014. Okay. 10,000 a month upkeep, but we get an additional 150 and 50 attaboys for 300 months. So I like it. This is ready to launch. Very good. Telescope deployment is done. All right. Things are looking good here. We're still not to the next funding tier, though. We got a bunch of attaboys, but not enough to get to the next funding tier. Say there, science income, Mars surface habitat. So what's it looking like for the science on that? So earliest we can get that research is February 1990 right now. X-ray telescope only has 2 months remaining on the boost there. Tour 9 months remaining. Diplomacy bonus. Okay. Well, we're still getting about 1,000 per month, roughly, and then so February 1990, we'll be able to have that researched. The problem is, what is this payload? This payload is 90,000 kilograms. That's right. So I need. I'm gonna need, before I could do anything with that, I'm gonna need the Space Launch System, right? So that's 90,000. So I need the SLS Block 1B, which is 8,000 science, and then So 1B is 180,000 kilograms. So I would need the... Oof. 80,000 kilograms mass. So I would need the SLS Block 1, which does 140, and then I would also need the Atlas 5s, which does another... That does only 8,000. Or does that count as 16 because it's... So 140... So how does this work? Because this is 180,000 kilograms. Like, how do I... It's 140, that's 140. So these two go together. I would need I would need SLS Block 2 booster. That's 200,000 kilograms. This is 180, so yeah, I would need that. 20 is what it's looking like, so I would need that in order to do that. So I guess I could put that on hold for right now because buildings, we're getting a 25% discount. So let's switch over to get a couple of these done. We can get the... Tier 3. Let's get the contractor's office done. It's 7,500. Let's see where that puts us here. January 1990, so we're not gonna... Okay. So we'll run out of... Okay. Well, it is what it is. You can get more... We have 2 mission slots, so we should probably get some more science going. Get another science boosts. Weather satellite actually gives us some money. Oh, speaking of, did I build everything here? Still did. Okay. Moon. We got this planned already. So what's the thing on Mercury, the requests? Mercurial history. That's 3150. It takes 6 months to do it. This we've already got launched. I've done all of the milestones for Earth, huh? Huh. Oh, okay then. See, none of these are giving me science. What about... I gotta get any science for these. I haven't even researched them yet. This expires 180 months. See, Saturn Orbiter actually gives you a decent amount of science. So does the Jupiter. I mean, let's take advantage of the 25% cost reduction right now. And then I think I'm going to switch over to the orbiters because we need to get payload plus that. Because we can get some science boost from that, and that will actually give us the Pluto flyby thing for free. What about this? This landing. This gives us 3,200 over 28 months. I mean, that's a good, solid infusion, right? Because even though these give you more, it's spread out over a longer time period. If I do these, if I get both of these done, should I do the, I mean, the challenge is we get 50% Billings research costs reduction. We get first and 2 milestone missions, which this one's going to take 141 months. This is 180 months. What's the other one I got going on? Neptune flyby is 145 months. So technically I already have that challenge completed. It just, yeah. So I will get this regardless because I've got 2 already going that I'll finish first in. So this is just kind of a distraction now. So I don't need to worry about that because that's going to happen. What I can use in the immediate future though is the science. If I can find some science stuff here, and I guess some money. I mean, I might as well launch the weather satellite to get some money infusion. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I need to worry about the flybys. I mean, I would love to do them first, but, you know, it's... Or the orbits, I mean. I would love to do the orbits first, but I don't think... It's a lot of months for science that is also spread out. And I could be just focusing on... Oh, there was the Uranus flyby. Yeah, I'm not sure that even really matters because the whole point is to get to Mars right now. So I don't know if it matters to do that. I think just doing some side things here is good. This gives us, yeah, you know what? This gives us science. Let's plan it. Get that going, and then I'll get, what's the one on the moon? I already have that going. Let's Let's get the weather satellite one. Stream title: Get Your Ass to Mars. Used many times. My first stream of the game, I said that. I was like, I'm getting my ass to Mars here. Yeah, I already did that. There we go. The world celebrates the ISS. Worldwide media is dominated by stories heralding the completion of the International Space Station. A prominent televised news program described the orbital station as the 8th wonder of the world. Gained 300 support. We're at 70,160. We need 72,500 support to get more money from the government. So we'll have to see how we go with that. Science for all. Oh, there's no picture here. What's going on? Some research can only be done in the microgravity of space. This is a problem for researchers the world over, as there's no way to replicate these conditions on Earth. A consortium of scientists have approached you with a proposal to send Professor Shepard Harris from their group into space to undertake a number of simple, short-duration experiments. Many of these projects have multiple stages with only one part needing to be done in space, and so the professor intends to involve students from around the world. They'll both help prepare the experiments for launch and study the results when they return. Your PR department sees the potential of this sort of citizen astronaut program and is supporting the proposal. Yeah, of course. Of course. We're proud to be part of such a mission and accept it gladly. Yeah, I mean, that's just a no-brainer. Alright, payload complete for the Mercurial History launch. Let's get the cheapest rocket we can. Send it off. 6 months to build that. 6 months here, and weather satellite payload complete. That one. That's nice and cheap. Six months on that as well. What do we got left on? So this guy is finished researching January of 1990. Do we still have the bonus going on? Yeah, 25%. For 2 more months. So that's going to end before it... Okay. That explains that. So that's going to go back to like normal amount of research costs, which is why it's going to take a couple extra months there, I guess. So, next event. Dwarf Planet Study Proposal. A team of researchers have proposed using your Space Telescope launched in the Space Telescope mission to study the dwarf planets Pluto and Eris and learn more about these distant objects. The project will require funding, but has a chance of producing additional science. Oh, yeah, of course, 300K. Go for it. We'll know positive or negative in 6 months' time. Okay. What's going on? Anybody launching anything? So, 7,500 for the contractor's office. So that didn't go up yet, right? So, yeah. See, now it just jumped back up to 10,000 again. That's annoying. Scientological studies. Launch prep. We need 3 crew. Oh, I gotta hire an astronaut because these guys are on the space station. So let's get a test pilot. Support reward, longevity. Let's get another test pilot. There we go. Assign all 3 of these guys. Excellent. Confirm. And what we need? We need a little bit of payload reliability. So let's get that trained up. For January. Boom. Confirm. Cool. So that's on its way. So what's our science look like here? So... yeah, see, that got pushed back from January to March now, because it we lost the 20%, 25% discount, which I think is kind of silly. I think the 25% discount should just count for the entire duration if you started it, you know. But yeah, whatever. China's space debris proposal. China proposed setting up a new radar system to combat the increasing issue of orbital debris around Earth. The improved detection and tracking capability would help reduce collisions with so-called space junk, but requires funding to get off the ground. Yeah, go for it. Gained reputation with China. Budget review. Still not tier 17, but we're close. Let's launch this mission. Alright. Cool. Alright. Did that. And that is complete. 1940, that's enough to get us to... Nope. 72,450. We need 50 more attaboys. The next funding tier. But I did free up a mission slot here. So... what do we do? I still need space tourism. Broadcast satellites gets us some money. Space tourism. Far side moon. It's not like it gives us science, but not nearly enough science, in my opinion. It's the new request on Mars. Impact analysis. 3,216 science over a year. That's actually a lot per month. That will help out. Let's do that. Let's do that. 2 months on the payload there. Houston, we've had a problem. Several news outlets are praising the quick thinking of your agency's engineers after an accident during your recent crewed moon landing mission damaged a carbon dioxide converter and threatened the lives of the astronauts. Engineers on the ground improvised a solution involving duct tape and a spacesuit's hose, which ensured the safe return of the entire crew. It wasn't pretty, but it saved our hides. Gained 300 supports. And hopefully they'll give me the movie rights for the upcoming Tom Hanks movie about that. Duct tape and what? Yeah, duct tape and cardboard. Actually, it was duct tape, cardboard, and plastic bags, I think, because they had to. So the Apollo 13 mission, they had to use the LEM, the lunar module, as a lifeboat. However, the CO2 scrubbers on it were round cartridges, and the rest of the spacecraft took square cartridges, and they only planned to have 2 people in the LEM, so they only had cartridges there, for 2 people, but they needed to support 3 because it was a lifeboat. So they had an auxiliary port that you could plug additional scrubbers into, and so they had to do like plastic hose, duct tape, plastic bag, and I think the cover of her like flight manual or something to that effect, to kind of jury rig something so that they could use the extra square cartridges that they had in the main module and plug it into the plug it into the LEM so it would scrub enough CO2 out of the air so it wouldn't become toxic. So, yeah. Yep. It's pretty cool. You know, movies like that, they do take a lot of liberties about how things actually work out, just for dramatic effect. But the funniest thing, the funniest true thing about that was that wasn't something that was just dreamed up on the fly. They had like crazy plan C, plan D things written up for how to do just those things that they needed to. So billions of dollars and it's fixed with duct tape. That's why they carry duct tape with them into space on pretty much every mission, right? It's like you just can't beat the reliability of duct tape sometimes. Plus it's lightweight and it adheres to pretty much anything, and provides a seal in doing so, I think we'll get science training and we'll launch that immediately. And then Grand Tour, we get the next phase to do, which is 7%. There you go. Phase 2 is complete. This is our Jupiter flyby. Cool. Complete phase 2, and our research is complete, which means I can build the contractor's office, which is freaking expensive as hell. I actually get a boost to it being there. Minus 2% vehicle build time. That's actually... Oh, I get minus 3% vehicle build time here. Ooh. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. Research now. Now, what the frick am I gonna... What was I researching before? I think... Should I punt and do the Uranus flyby real fast to get the science for it? I mean, I should at least try to get into the top 3, I guess. In here, Saturn ring survey. Oh, there's some science. How much do I have left on this? I have a lot left on that. What do we have coming in as far as science goes? So I have until June, and then we have a drop off on science. So anything I can do between now and then would be good. 1527 a month until then. $15.30, 45, 30, 45, 60, 75. I don't think I'll make that because I need the payload as well. Definitely won't make that. Uranus flyby I could get while we still have a lot of science going. Let's just give me 3,200. $5,100 over 29 months. I need science. Jupiter, Saturn. Jupiter orbiter. I mean, I need the Galileo payload for that. If I just do these, because I need the Mars exploration. Perseverance. I mean, I don't have enough money to even buy the Perseverance yet, because that would be a lot. But this, yeah, 6,300 for those. Science. Yeah, let's switch back to that. Get the surface habitat going, and then we can get the crewed rover. And look at what we could do in the middle there, I guess. Outer Planetary Bounty. Scientists working on your mission to Grand Tour report that the payload instrumentation is operating beyond expectations, resulting in additional data collection. They could transmit the data now or wait until the mission has accumulated more data on the next planetary body. Transmitting the data now will grant 500 science. Delaying until after the next phase will grant more, but only if the phase is successful. Due to limited battery power, only one such transmission will be possible during the mission. Delay it. It's fine. Right now. Impact analysis. Weather satellite complete. Do this. Launch that mission. %. We would get one barely operational one, but that's fine. Damage 9%. There we go. Retransfer, and we got the bonus. Good. Cool. Weather satellites. Train up the payload. And you can go in July. Why not? Impact analysis, design a vehicle. 10 months, 6 months, 4 months. Stargazer. 646. Yeah, let's go with that. Confirm. Build it. Okay. So what are we looking at for our science here? So that should be done in July, just as we have the drop-off. We start to have the drop-off in science. Okay. Styx discovered. A recently approved proposal to study Pluto and Eris using your space telescope has proved a resounding success. After several discoveries we made due to the dedicated observations, these include the discovery of the tiny fifth moon orbiting Pluto, which has been named Styx. Gain 2,000 science. That will help us get the Mars surface habitat thing done a lot faster here. Yeah, that just pushed it right up to June. Cool. I'll take that. Do we have everything okay here? Mars surface habitat research complete. Excellent. And I think it would behoove us to look at that. Okay, no mission slots available. Oh, that's right. I need this stuff. So we gotta research. We gotta do some more vehicle research here. I need at least one more of these. So we can do 26,000. We can do the let's get the 8 solid rocket boosters because that's nice and cheap. And that'll get us down to this level here where I can get the, I guess, the DCSS. And then what is that? That's 34,000 kilograms. I could do 32. Oh. That's interesting. So I do that one. 34,000 kilograms. This can only launch 26,000, and this can only launch, wait, 32, 34. Wow. Okay. So the Atlas V won't even suffice for that. So what are you supposed to do with that? I guess, well, one way or the other, you need 3 of these. So I guess the upper stage and the 2 boosters, and then you get down to here where we need to be. So yeah, we're going to do a lot of vehicle research, I think. Well, yeah. I'm going to have to jump back and forth between that and missions, I think. Because we need science, and I'm only going to get science if I get these... if I do these flybys and stuff. Alright, let's get that one thing done, because that'll be done in like a month, right? Or 2. That'll be done in 2 months. And we're the only one that has it researched, apparently. Impact analysis. Weather satellite. Nice. There we go. And we got some money for that. Nice infusion of cash. And that gives us a mission slot back. Impact analysis. Let's just get more science reward. Wow. We can't even launch that until April. And it's at 40%. We'll do it in April, even though it's only 40%. Screw it. Okay, what else do we have? Request-wise. Broadcast satellites. Get some money for it. Lunar roving gets us 3,600 science over 6 months. That's a nice boost. And 3% Mars experience. Let's do that one. Okay. July 1990. So rocket boosters is almost done. Lunar rock is from Earth, one of the largest rocks retrieved from the moon by your scientological studies. Mission has turned out to be from Earth. Mineral analysis showed the 4 billion year old rock resembled those found on Earth rather than other lunar samples. Scientists believe it was blasted off of ancient Earth by an asteroid impact before landing on the moon. The finding makes the rock the first terrestrial meteorite to be discovered, as well as the oldest known Earth rock. 500 science. Alright. Curial history is ready to go. Let's get that. Resolved. 9% chance. Let's do this ourselves. Okay. 6, 8, and 5 is all I'm going to try to go for. So, what gives me the most bang for my buck here? This, that, and that. We'll say. Wait, wait, I think I messed that up. I think I messed this up. Yeah, I messed that up. I did it myself because I was like, oh, I'm worried that the auto thing would fail, and I failed it myself. Let's put that back up again. There we go. Because of the heat. I forgot about the heat. Because we got maximum heat right now. Keep below 5. So let's do... do this, we'll do that. Do that. And recharge. tons and tons of heat here. I'm gonna burn off some of that heat. 5. You know, that. 5 and 6 there. A recharge. All right. Do that. Need to burn off this heat though. That is the problem. That's not enough. That is not enough. No, I'm just doing the same things again. Crap. See, the problem, so it's going to be. Well, this is really freaking annoying. Yeah, this is so annoying because it's not. You can't. They start you out with 5 heat and there's not enough stuff to get rid of the heat. Which is just crazy pants. So that's 2. Let me see. Let's do this. Do that. Right, confirm. To 6 heat again. So if I do. So I do this. I do this. And then well, this is a pain. Um, do this, do that. Do that. And then that. 975. If. All right. So that gets me all the things there. This reduces the heat by 1. Do this. Do that. And that. This is to 5, but we have to be below 5. This is fucking ridiculous, man. Like they've given us things that you can't possibly win with here. So we're 3 in the hole here. Yeah, you can't possibly succeed at this. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They've set it up in such a way you can't possibly do it. But it said in the auto resolve, it was like, oh, there's only a 7% chance of failure. It's like, but this is like 100% chance of failure here. Yeah, because what I need to get down to 0, right? Because it's got to be. So it's going to add 5 at the end of the turn, which is ridiculous. So I've got to do this, 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 that. which gets us down to 1. Now we're up to 6. So can I... It just needs to be below 5, so I need to burn off 2, but... Do that, do that. That. That doesn't give me anything. That, but that's going to add 5 on. I'm going to be at 8, which is going to be impossible to work out. God, you're kidding me here. This is frustrating. So I do this. I do that. That gets me to 6. Do that. So then, if I do it that way, because I'm gonna need to, because I'm gonna be at 8 though. There's no way I can burn off 8s, right? Because it'd be 2, be 6. I would need a ton of power to do it. Because I would have to spend 2 more there. Let me see. 4. Get that down to 2. That'll put us at 7, which is still a lot to try and burn off. And we can get 6 from this if I have 2 energy, which I have 0 energy, which is extremely frustrating. This is... Yeah, failure, I can't do anything about that. Now we're back up to 8 heat again. This is freaking ridiculous. See, I can only get down to 5, so you can't win at that point. Like, what the fuck? Who designed something like this where there's no potential, even possibility of winning? Um... let's do this one. That. Do that. This is at 8. And a 6. 5. 4. Yeah, see, we can't. It's not even freaking possible. It's not even freaking possible. This is driving me nuts. It said 7% chance of failure, and it's like 100% chance of failure because you're doing it manually. This is driving me insane. Absolutely insane. Okay. 6 there. Okay, that gets us to there. Three and 3. Right there. All right. Um. Six. Um. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work that way. Oh, come on. There has to be a way to do this freaking thing. This is why I hate this. This is why I keep skipping this mini game, because I freaking hate it. You get into situations like this where they haven't thought the puzzle through well enough, and you can't succeed. It gets me down to 5, which is, it needs to be below frickin' 5. Which you can't do. God damn you. Let's see here. I mean, I could do, let's see. Now see, I need a freaking other frickin' thing here to do the 2 off of it. Okay. 13 there. So damn it. No. We're so freaking close. Um. Damn it. That it? 995. Assuming everything succeeds. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Was I supposed to hit complete task instead of... Oh, fuck me. God damn it. I hit next instead of hitting complete task. God damn it. I had it too. Gotta try to remember what I did here. I think I did this, that. Right? Okay, and then I did this, 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 that, no. No. How do I do this? Because I did it in this turn before. Do 2. And then... three. No, how did I do this? I had this done in this turn before. How did I do it? I did this. I did that again, didn't I? And then this. Right. And... no. No, not that. I need just the one. So did this. I still need one more heat off of it though. No, I did something else here. That's this. And that. Yeah. Why can't I... why can't I... Oh, I can only confirm. Alright. Alright, Outlaw. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. You have a good night. I'll have it anyway here. But I can complete... Can I complete it early? I don't understand. I thought... This is driving me absolutely insane right now. You know what? Screw it. See, it auto-saved right during that, didn't it? Instead of before it. God damn it, I hate that. Alright. Alright. What do I got here? This isn't gonna work. Pretty much have to do that first turn that way. Do that. There would be one freaking failure, right? All right. Not quite. Not quite. Do that. That. No. And put us at 9. Which means I gotta get 6 off of it. No. 5. To burn off 5 heat. That's 2. It's not going to be possible to do with these freaking commands. I don't have much choice here. All right. 2, 7. I mean, technically I'll hit the objective before the end of the turn. I don't know if this will... I don't think this will work. Oh, it worked. Okay. Alright, well, that worked. We did it. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Alright. And that's why I say auto-resolve. On all the things. Oh, man. Alright. So, research here. Do I want to keep researching these, or I want to get... I feel like getting a bunch more science in would be a good idea. Well, I've got a decent amount of science until December of this year. It drops off again. Let me see. Mars surface habitat is done, the research for it. But I don't have the vehicles for it. I feel like I should start to do some of them. That's 25% fitting time and cost when we're using shuttles. What do I want to do? The Saturn orbiter, how long will that take? Well, Jupiter will be the faster one, right? This will give me more science. Let's do, yeah, let's get the science boost for this, because we'll need both of those. So we'll start the Saturn stuff. Try to get some more things for the Mars mission, because our Mars readiness is still going up, which is still good. Did I build out all the... Oh yeah, the contractor stuff isn't finished yet. When does that finish? 2 months? Alright, let's go next event here. So you complete X-ray telescope in seconds. Plus 25% positive effects. ESA complete Mars orbit in 5th. Alright. That's good stuff. And we have one mission slot available. Do I want to do something with that slot, maybe. Maybe I want to do something with that slot. So ring survey, let's just do this. Get something going with some kind of science payoff at some point there. Soviet Union is launching Neptune flyby in 16 months. Okay. Yeah, they are beating me to some of that stuff. Although I did the Neptune flyby already, so... Use this one, build it. Neptune flyby, which gets me. Yeah, I already did the Neptune flyby, or well, it's in progress, but I'm gonna beat all of them. They're gonna launch in 14 months, so they're not even gonna get there anytime soon. So that's good. Got all our stuff going on here. We're actually gonna have that Saturn orbiter research faster than I expected. How about our... Looks like we'll be in the next tier of funding. Let's get to the next year here. Alright. Tier 17 of funding, 788k per month. The orbiter research is complete. Let's get the next part of that. Let's get the payload started so I get see when that's going to be finished. November of this year. So it's going to take a little while to get to that. But that's good. All right. January 1991 we're up to. And I'm going to save the game and stop right there for tonight, my friends. This game just, it gets me, man. It's like 1 a.m. I'm just playing along here. All right. That will do it then, my friends, for tonight. No stream tomorrow. I have stuff to do. But I will be back on Sunday for a stream. And we'll see what I feel like. Maybe we'll jump more into do some more Mars Horizon. Maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. It'll just depend on what I'm in the mood for. Yeah, that'll do it for me for tonight. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare, maybe toss my way, that'd be great and swell and awesome. It helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you, and hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you bye.
I suppose by the transitive property, I too must be Vulcan as a motherfucker.